I'll get started really quick, so I have an introduction part, and then we'll keep going. Um, so, I guess as a part of it, I'll just start. Like, my name is Julian Harris. I work with the game Fanatics. I've been with the team for about 3, 4 years. I used to work with another site called Max Level. I'm not sure if you know Malik Forte or have seen him around.
Uh, maybe like in the before times when we were able to go outside, but
Yeah.
kind of forgot everybody and everything right
Yeah.
now.
So I'll just let the people know I'm here with Neil Jones. It's Neil, right? Okay. Um, and again, like I was saying, I was just kind of scrolling through the games that were included on PAX Online and ran across Aerial Knights. Wait, actually, let me move this right here so I can
You got it right.
yeah, Aerial Knights never yield. Um, so first, before I get into the game, could you just I guess let the people know a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Can you hear me okay? Because
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how it sounds.
Oh
Okay.
no, no, it sounds good.
Um. So yeah, I'm Neil. I go by Aerial Knight online as just like a tag. But I've been making games or in and around the game industry for about 10 years, just working on small projects, indie projects, apps, and so on. I'm currently a teacher. I also worked on this game that's coming out called Jet for the PS4. And yeah, I started working on this indie game called Never Yield about a year and a half ago. So just I was basically just working on it by myself with a lot of help from my friends who like help me with code every now and then, and just doing it in my free time. It's like a side project, but people seem to like it. So I'm just trying to like push it out now before people come along and copy my idea better than I can do it.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about like what the game is about, or kind of like the setting, like what's going on there.
Yeah, so it's like it's not like a very futuristic Detroit, but like it takes place in like a semi-futuristic Detroit, not like Detroit Become Human or anything like that, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like 10 years where, stuff is like a little bit more advanced, but everything's still dirty. And it's just about this character that took something from this evil corporation, and he's trying to take it to a news station to present it and like as evidence to the world. And the evil corporation is hunting him down, trying to stop him at all costs. So it's just like a fun, more of a venture game that's also a runner.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I saw the trailer. I'll probably throw the trailer up above here when I edit. But so, how did you come up with the idea? Are you from Detroit, or is this just a
I'm
random setting?
in Detroit right now.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we're not too far away. I'm in St. Louis, so
Oh
um,
yeah, you not that far.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
LA.
yeah.
Everybody
No,
seems to be in LA.
yeah, yeah. No, no. We have people spread all over, so not too far away from Detroit. But like I said, it's really cool to see more people of color, Black people, kind of getting into video games, doing it themselves. I know you said you got a little help from friends, but how did you get into coding and development yourself?
So it's been like 10 years now. I went to one of those terrible for-profit schools.
Yeah,
You know those commercials that was like, "Hey, do you want to make video games, kid?
yeah,
Tighten up the graphics on level 3 or whatever."
yeah,
Like I went to one of those schools. The teachers and everybody was really cool, but man, it was a waste of money. I did a lot of learning on my own. Just like trying to like actually do it. So like yeah, I went to that school. I graduated. I still like really couldn't find like a place. I had a little internship doing apps, but it wasn't much of nothing. So like I really went online and started helping other people out with their small games and such, and that pushed me into going to GDC, and it was just kind of a little snowball after that. I really couldn't find a job in the game industry, even though I was like way
yeah.
overqualified I couldn't. They just wouldn't give me a job for all types of reasons, but that's like a whole nother thing. Um, but eventually, I started working for like a little small indie studio here. Did some contract work there before like just saying, you know what, I'm just gonna make my own game since nobody will give me a job. I can do this myself.
Okay.
And that's pretty much how it just started. I was just, working one of my J jobs. I just pulled out my computer and was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make this.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it started.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw that the game is coming to next gen consoles and PC, right?
Yeah.
So how has that process been, kind of going through this? I know you said you had help, but for all intents and purposes, by yourself, how has that process been?
So, up until like recently, I was only intending to like launch it on the PC on either the Epic Game Store or Steam, whatever one I felt like at the time. But a couple of people saw it, and a publisher reached out and offered to do the ports and help me with like certain things to expand the game a little bit. So like that's kind of how that happened. Like a lot of this was just like random, and like me putting myself out there, putting the game trailers out there because I like to make trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody caught wind of I think 2 trailers ago. I forgot what event I showed it at, but I showed it at some event. A couple publishers reached out, and I just went with one of them that offered me like a cool deal, and they had access to porting to next gen. So I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I know it can always be a little difficult. It seems like you may have had a little easier road than some, when it comes to kind of making the game by yourself. I was kind of going through your website. I saw you worked on a few other projects, either solo or as a part of another team. So I don't know if you wanted to talk about those at all, or sure, sure, yeah.
Tell you what I can, but some of them I can't talk too much about.
Cool. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull this one up. So I see, like, what's this? Murder Reaper and Click. So are those also games you did by yourself? Or did you work with a team?
So for Murder the Reaper, that was just like this project. I just started working on it. A coder friend of mine like helped me do the base mechanic, and I just did a bunch of art for it. I was gonna like charge for it and do this big push for it, but the game was like pretty bad, so I just put it out for free. I was like, hey, if y'all like it, if enough people like push for it and really like it, then I'll put more effort into it. But it was a terrible game. But I like how it came out, but like it had a lot of problems, so I just gave it out for free.
Okay.
And the Click game, that was like more of a bigger project. Once I first for my first outing as trying to do stuff myself, me and my friend Dan, who's helping out with the music for Never Yield, we kind of collaborated and tried to make this game called Click. We did this big Kickstarter for it. We raised a lot of money, but we didn't hit our goal, so the project ultimately died. But people like really liked it, and always it comes up every now and then. People ask about it.
Okay. No, it's really cool. I just like to kind of dig into the backstories of some people that are getting into this, especially as more, again, like I said, as more people of color and Black people are getting into the industry. So it's really good to see like some good products coming out. I can't wait to see the game. I saw it's coming out. Was it the end of this year or early next year?
Early next year. Yeah, the end of this year is wild. So,
yeah.
But like, I don't like to make promises I can't keep. So I was like, let me just say early next year. That's like a solid day.
Okay. No. Like I said, everything looks great. I can't wait to see more. But for everyone who kind of, like, again, who is not familiar with you and your work, where can they find more information?
Oh yeah, I post everything on my Twitter. So if you look up Ariel_Knight, is spelled how it sounds. You can find me and find all the weird stuff that I post. Every time I like post something, people offer suggestions about the game, what they like to see. I put as much stuff in the game as I can, based off of those requests. So you can always always, say, hey, I want to see this or I want to see that, and I'll try to, get in there.
Dope. And like I said, like going through all the games on PAX Online, this one definitely stuck out. So I'm excited to see it. I appreciate you kind of taking a minute to just talk about it a little bit. Definitely like to highlight. We're a growing audience. We've been around for a while, but we're a growing audience. So I definitely like to highlight new creators and make sure we get the word out. And yeah, I'll leave all the links to your information in the article and in the YouTube description. And yeah, I mean, is there anything else you want to let the people know?
I mean, I appreciate you. When you reached out, I looked up, the stuff, the website and the Twitter and all that. You guys do really good work, so I appreciate y'all. We need more, black media and like people just like being a good voice. One of the when I was making my publisher deal, a part of the deal was that people of color and black like media get priority, just because. We feel more comfortable talking to each other. We feel like there's less of a got you thing going on, and also we need to support one another. So I appreciate you reaching out and checking out the game.
Cool, definitely. I'll definitely try to keep tabs and keep reaching out to see the progress on the project. And yeah, like again, just thanks for joining me on this call. For everyone watching, thanks for staying tuned to the Game Fanatics. And for more on Aerial Knight's Never Yield, stay tuned to the Game Fanatics. See you later.